Today I am showing you the gross specimen of the gallbladder. Grossing is very important, or to see the specimen is very important, because sometimes microscopy alone does not diagnose the disease. We have to carefully see the specimen, because seeing the specimen sometimes help in the diagnosis. So today I am showing you the grossing of the gallbladder. What are the features you have to carefully look? So this is specimen of the gallbladder. Here, first of all, you have to comment upon the size, whether it is distended, small, shrunken or normal size. So this is shrunken specimen of the gallbladder. If we compare this with this, then this is shrunken specimen. So this is shrunken specimen, because shrunken will help to reaching the diagnosis of the chronic cholecystitis, and if it is enlarged, then acute cholecystitis. Then we have to carefully see the serosa. So is there any fibrinous or purulent material is there over the serosa or not, or color of the serosa? If it is red, then again it will reach to the diagnosis of the acute cholecystitis. And after cutting, if we have to see the mucosa also. Is there any hemorrhage is there or not? Mucosa is velvety. Here you can see the mucosa is velvety. Here the hemorrhagic or congested area is there, and here you can see the mucosa is thickened. So we have to comment upon this also. Then thickness, wall thickness is important. This is wall thickness. Wall thickness is increased in the case of the chronic cholecystitis because of the ongoing fibrosis. Here this is 0.5 centimeter. While in the case of the acute cholecystitis, it is thin. This specimen, if I am taking this specimen, the wall thickness is this 0.1, while in this case it is 0.5 centimeters. So we can compare here also. Then we have to see the lumen. Is bilirubin or bile is there? Bile material is there or not? Or any pus is there inside the lumen? Is there any pus or any blood or hemorrhagic areas is there or not? Or any type of the stone? Or any type of the stones are there in the lumen or not? Here we can see the pigmented type of stone. These are the multifaceted. You can see the multifaceted stone. These are the yellow colored stones. Yellow colored are because of the more cholesterol composition, and the pigmented stone. And these are the very small kind of the stone. So there are basically three types of the stone: mixed stone, pure stone, and the combined stones are there. So this was all about the grossing. The important thing मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूंगी कि स्ट्रॉबेरी गॉल ब्लैडर की डायग्नोसिस तो ग्रॉसिंग से ही होती है, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट स्ट्रॉबेरी गॉल ब्लैडर, बट मैं यहाँ पे आपको बताऊंगी कि जैसे कि ये नॉर्मल है, नॉर्मल वेलवेटी मिकोजा है, तो अगर स्ट्रॉबेरी गॉल ब्लैडर है या कोलेस्ट्रोसिस की डायग्नोसिस आप माइक्रोस्कोपी में देते हैं, तो ग्रॉसिंग के अंदर येलो कलर की स्ट्रिक्स दिखाई देगी और सराउंडिंग आपको हेमरेजिक एरिया दिखाई देंगे. तो आपका कोलेस्ट्रोसिस की डायग्नोसिस तो ग्रॉसिंग से ही हो जाती है. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. द वॉल थिननेस, द मिकोजा, सीरोजा, ऑल आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Telling you cholecystitis in brief, so that you can do properly in your viva and for better understanding of the microscopy. It is of two types, acute and the chronic. Among both, the chronic cholecystitis is the most common, and most commonly it is associated with the calculus or stone. And there is a repeated attack of the acute inflammation is there, and there is a formula associated is 4F, means fat, most commonly in the fatty fertile age group, 40 to 50 age group, and the female gender. Now the impaction site is cystic duct or the neck of the gallbladder. Now coming to the cause or the etiopathogenesis of the cholecystitis, there are two causes. You have to answer in this format only: obstructive and the non-obstructive causes. So what is there in the obstructive? This is normal gallbladder, and you can see there is impaction of the stone or material in anything that will lead to the obstruction of the neck of the gallbladder. So this is gallbladder, and because of this obstruction, there is an increased pressure in the gallbladder. That's why the gallbladder becomes swollen or enlarged, and this pressure will presses the vessels that is residing in the wall. So ये सारा के सारा pressure कहाँ पड़ेगा? Vessels के अंदर. That's why the vessels become leaky, and these venous obstruction develop, and this venous obstruction further lead to the ischemia, and will lead to the mucosal injury. So grossly आप acute cholecystitis में जैसे कि देखते हैं कि this serosa become red because of the congestion or the leakage of the blood, and it becomes swollen. Now, non-obstructive causes are the chemical causes, bacterial causes, or severely ill patients, burn patient, and the immunocompromised patients. What happen in these patients? There is a development of the hypotension, and this hypotension, because of the hypotension, there is a reduced oxygen in the blood vessels, and this will further lead to the ischemia. So this is pathogenesis. So there are two causes, obstructive and the non-obstructive causes. Now, by the gross feature, you can identify whether it is acute or chronic. So it is acute. Why? Because the mucosa and serosa are red. So we can use the word angry red color, external or the mucosal surface, and it becomes swollen because of the increase in the pressure. इसकी वजह से ये swollen हो चुका है, enlarged हो चुका है, और in the severe type of the cases, there is a fibrinopurulent exudate over the serosa. Or in the lumen, you have to search for any bile, stone, or the blood is there. So here is stone. Now, this is gross specimen of the chronic cholecystitis. Mostly the chronic cases, the gallbladder become shrunken or contracted, and the wall become thick wall. So wall become thickened, and serosa is dull, and the mucosa may be velvety, flattened, atrophied, or the thickened. And you have carefully searched in the lumen for these things. Now, this is normal microscopy of the gallbladder. Why I'm showing you? Because the lamina propria, this is lamina propria, and this is epithelium. Epithelium is columnar type of the epithelium. So, and this is lamina propria, and lamina propria directly resting onto the muscle layer. So there is absence of the muscularis mucosae and the submucosa in the case of the gallbladder. Now, this is acute cholecystitis microscopy. You can see there is a ulceration, the ulceration, hemorrhage, congestion, and fibrinopurulent means here you can see the fibroblast, myofibroblast. So in the serosa or in the adventitia, there is a edema, development of the edema. These gap are because of the edema or fibrinous material or neutrophil throughout the layer. Important thing I will tell you, as a UG student, I can accept you are saying कि मैम neutrophil throughout the layer, but as a postgraduate आपको ये नहीं बोलना है कि न्यूट्रोफिल नेसेसरली विल प्रेजेंट इन द एक्यूट कोलेसिस्टाइटिस. एक्यूट कोलेसिस्टाइटिस की डायग्नोसिस के लिए न्यूट्रोफिल होना जरूरी नहीं है जब तक कि सेकेंडरी बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन ना हो, और सेकेंडरी अगर कोई बाइल डक्ट का ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन ना हो. ये दोनों फैक्टर मींस बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन, सेकेंडरी बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन और कोई डक्ट का ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन है तभी न्यूट्रोफिल डेवलप होंगे. अदरवाइज एक्यूट कोलेसिस्टाइटिस डायग्नोसिस के लिए ये फीचर ही काफी, अल्सरेशन, कंजेशन, प्यूरल एडिमा और ग्रॉस फीचर. Now this is chronic cholecystitis. Just by seeing the slide, what you are seeing, important thing is that this mucosa or the part of this epithelium is going deep at the level of the muscle layer. So these are called Rokitansky Askoff sinus. What are these? These are the penetration of the epithelium layer. These are the penetration of the epithelium layer into the muscle layer. So this is muscle layer, this is muscle layer, and this epithelium is going deep at the level of the muscle layer. And this is important here कि you have to differentiate this RA sinus or Rokitansky Askoff sinus from the adenocarcinoma, because adenocarcinoma will look like, but you have to see for nuclear atypia. Nuclear atypia is there or not. In RA sinus, there is a no nuclear atypia. The nuclei are uniform in the size. And second thing, there is a no desmoplasia, means surrounding stoma में आपको डेस्मोप्लेजिया नहीं दिखाई देगा. ये फीचर आपको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे RA साइनस को एडिनोकार्सिनोमा से. The other important thing is mononuclear inflammatory infiltrate. ये आपके सारे के सारे mononuclear means macrophages और lymphocyte हैं. ये आपके mononuclear inflammatory infiltrate हैं. और then मसल की हाइपरट्रॉफी, ये मसल है, ये मसल की हाइपरट्रॉफी है. सबसिरोजल फाइब्रोसिस आपके डेवलप हो सकती है. So these are the feature of the chronic cholecystitis. Now, morphological variant of the chronic cholecystitis become the follicular, means lymph node हैं आपके throughout the layer, xanthogranulomatous, स्वामी macrophages हो जाएंगे इसमें, hyalinizing में hyalinization develop हो जाएगा, porcelain में calcification होगा, eosinophilic cholecystitis में आपके ज्यादा से ज्यादा eosinophil होंगे. जब तक gall bladder में स्ट्रॉबेरी ना बता दें तो इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग मिस हो जाएगी। मीन्स ये आपका स्ट्रॉबेरी है और ये आपके येलो कलर के स्पॉट्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं आपको, येलो कलर के स्पॉट हैं, ये आपके कोलेस्ट्रॉल को शो कर रहे हैं और इसके सराउंडिंग जो म्यूकोजा है वो रेड कलर की है। सो ये आपको स्ट्रॉबेरी की तरह दिखाई देगा। और जब हम माइक्रोस्कोपी देखेंगे तो ये जो येलो कलर के स्पॉट है ये आपके फोमी मैक्रोफेजेस है, जिसको कि हम कोलेस्ट्रोसिस का स्पेसिमेन भी बोलते हैं माइक्रोस्कोपी में। सो दिस इज स्ट्रॉबेरी गॉल ब्लैडर और माइक्रोस्कोपी में आपको ऐसे इमेजेस दिखाई देंगे। All these are the gallstone. So these are the pure stone. Pure means completely एक ही तरह के की मटेरियल से बने होंगे, whether कोलेस्ट्रॉल से या पिगमेंटेड स्टोन है बिकॉज ऑफ द बहुत ज्यादा हिमोलाइसिस की वजह से बिलिरुबिन कंपोनेंट इसमें ज्यादा है और कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट। सो ये प्योर है। मिक्स के अंदर दोनों का कंपोजिशन बराबर मीन्स इक्वली होता है और कंबाइंड के अंदर प्योर गोल्डस्टोन सेंटर में होते हैं और चारों तरफ उसके मिक्स की लेयर होती है। तो ये 3 तरह के स्टोन्स हैं। नाउ कमिंग टू द कॉम्प्लिकेशंस, acute cholecystitis में कन्वर्ट इनटू द एम्पाइमेटस गॉल ब्लैडर मींस काफी सारा पस पूरा की पूरा गॉल ब्लैडर में हो सकता है। गैंग्रीन में बिकॉज ऑफ द गैस प्रोड्यूसिंग बैक्टीरिया, देन फिस्चुला की वजह से गॉलस्टोन इलियस डेवलप हो सकता है, परफोरेशन पेरिटोनाइटिस डेवलप हो सकती है और लॉन्ग स्टैंडिंग केसेस में कार्सिनोमा भी हो सकता है। क्रॉनिक के अंदर सडनली एक्यूट इन्फ्लेमेशन डेवलप हो जाए, पोर्सिलिन गॉल ब्लैडर डेवलप हो जाए और लॉन्ग स्टैंडिंग केसेस के अंदर कार्सिनोमा डेवलप हो जाए।
This is gallbladder, and under the low power only you have to identify that this is gallbladder. So this is mucosa. From this to up to the muscle, this is mucosa. And the important thing is in the gallbladder there is no muscularis mucosae and no submucosa. So this lamina propria is directly resting onto the muscle layer. These are the hypertrophied muscle layer. These are the hypertrophied muscle layer, and this is fibrosis. All this is fibrosis. So this is adventitia or the serosa parts, and these are the blood vessels, and these are the invagination of the duct. I'll show you under the high power. This is invagination of the epithelium. So this is all epithelial layer. The part of the mucosa is going deep into the up to the layer of the muscle. So this is muscle layer, and this epithelium we can see up to the level of the muscle layer. So these are the invagination or the outpoaching of the epithelium up to the layer of the muscle, but they are the not true invagination. They are called RA, that is Rokitansky-Askoff sinuses, and then under the more high power we have to evaluate the cell morphology. This is high power. In this you can see the columnar type of the epithelium of the gallbladder, and here there is a no epithelium, so there is a ulceration, and this is all lamina propria. They are the congested vessels, and this is muscle. So lamina propria, this is lamina propria, this is lamina propria below the epithelium. So this lamina propria directly resting onto the muscle layer, and all this is we can see the columnar type of the epithelium. They are the this arrow is showing the RA sinus, Rokitansky-Askoff sinus. This epithelium is dipping down into the up to the layer of the muscle. This is muscle, so these are the RA sinus. Below the muscle you can see the fibrosis. So this is all fibrosis and showing it is a process of chronic cholecystitis. The another important finding of the chronic cholecystitis is this mononuclear inflammatory infiltrate in the lamina propria. So all these are the dense chronic mononuclear inflammatory infiltrate in the lamina propria. The other thing you have to see carefully in the RA sinus, that is Rokitansky-Askoff sinus, is to see carefully the nucleus. They are the not atypical nucleus. They are the only normal columnar type of the cells and without atypicality, and there is a no desmoplasia. This feature differentiate it from the adenocarcinoma. Adenocarcinoma is a malignancy, while Rokitansky-Askoff sinuses are benign. So this is gallbladder. From top this is epithelium, then directly lamina propria, and this arrow is showing muscle. So lamina propria directly resting onto the muscle layer, and then there is serosa. These are the thick walled blood vessels. So this is all fibrous tissue. So fibrosis, edema, all there, and the chronic inflammatory infiltrate in the lamina propria. Mononuclear inflammatory infiltrate in the lamina propria.